So today we're going to be looking at Shadow Empire. For those of you who are familiar, I did this stream 2 weeks ago. I then decided to pivot that early stream into a full series, which I've been putting up on my YouTube channel. And that has been, it's been a lot of fun. Now the world I chose was an easier world to play on. And some people might ask, what does a difficult world to play on look like? The moon. From my own experience, the moon. So what do we want to play today? How do I want to deal with it today? I think I'm going to do a planetoid. And I'm not going to do... Hopefully we don't get too difficult of a start. Alternatively, I could do maybe a lava planet. I could do Medusa. So the worlds I'm most familiar with, maybe we'll do unclassified. I think this exemplifies like all the potential planets. Let's do it unclassified. Can I ask for Seth Moon? Don't think anyone... okay, yeah. Well, if somebody has a particular request, can we restart? Oh, Seth. Okay, Seth is, by the way, my favorite. Absolutely my favorite class, actually. I've done so many Seth class planets. I mean, none of them obviously recorded, but none of them broadcast. Let's do Seth. I just love the Dune vibes that I get playing Seth, and I'm fully planning to do a series on this. So, there's been some updates. Obviously, we're working now on patch... This is actually patch K. The letters show I, but this is actually 0.98K. Not that it matters to people who don't have the beta, but slowly but surely we're progressing. I think when I showed the game last time, it was 0.98B, as in Bravo. It might have been D as in dog, I don't remember. But in 2 weeks, we've come several versions. And this is just the rate of Vic's work ethic. It's just pretty intense. He just gets out patches quickly. Make a Dune game, yeah. So that's what I want to do. I want to do a full Dune-style playthrough. But today, I think we can look at a Dune planet today. In 2 hours, we're not going to get very far. So, in fact, I probably even should get going. You can see the settings. Hey, look at this. 2 human players. What's going on? So the reason why I had that is because Das Tactic and myself, we have entered into a multiplayer series. So Das Tactic, I don't have links, but he's another very popular streamer and content creator for these kind of games. He's doing, I think he has at least 1, maybe 2 parallel series going on for his channel right now. Both on Twitch you can find him. And you can also find him, I think he's streamed for Slytherin a little bit. Maybe, I don't know if it was for Shadow Empire or not, but... So go check out his channel if for some reason, and I doubt it, but if for some reason you've never heard of Das Tactic, he's also doing Shadow Empire content. Today we might want to do complete after colonization, which means it'll just be a black box. We won't know anything which is around us. This will give us more of a 4X feel. I like the partial, which means it's more of like, in the lore... For me, the lore is that you're already part of a planet and it collapses, and then you don't really know what everyone else is doing, but you know the geography of the planet. Complete after colonization is going to be interesting that we kind of like know... I can imagine this as like, we're like the Star Wars droids, and we're just in an escape pod, and we know we're approaching a planet, we know more or less what it looks like, but then, you know, systems fail, we crash land somewhere, we don't know where we are, and we just start expanding from there. So, I don't know, you can roleplay whatever situation you'd like. Yeah, Grey Hunter has been doing stuff with story modules. Yeah, I haven't dove deep into these. I've done I think I've done Corporation and Cults and Sex both in like my own private playthroughs, but I haven't done much. So we'll do, we'll do Militia only. I don't think we need to do much more than that. Maybe should I show a tech level 4 start? Let's do a tech level 4 start, which just gives us some basic stuff. Although, you know what? Kind of the fun thing on a desert planet when you're doing a one city-state start is that initial hurdle. And although Das Tactic and I are playing on hard, regular is... So I should make this really quick mention that difficulty levels in Shadow Empire are very serious. They do not take them lightly. A regular is even pretty difficult. And beginner is probably what you should begin on. It's not like in other games where I think that most games do a good job of inflating your ego. They basically just... they put easy and beginner and very easy, and then they put normal and hard, and like you're supposed to start on like expert mode, and then after expert they have like very hard, impossible, extremely impossible, the most impossible. You know, the difficulty levels for other games, they're usually stretched out quite a bit, and I think that their names are not particularly accurate as a depiction of their actual difficulty. Here, if you choose regular difficulty, you're gonna have a hard time, which we'll do. We'll take that today. And the next step is generating our Dune planet. How do we want... I don't know the Arrakis type. We'll just do our own thing. 0% tilt, this would have like no effect on the circuits. I'm sorry, the seasons. The seasons. I got electrical engineering on my brain. Wow, this is a really good temperature for a desert planet. Pretty young, so we expect some... I think this is young for a planet. Yeah, let's just do this. I mean, I want to re-roll just to show the various planets that you can get, although we may not find another planet just like that one. Vic's here! Shadow Empire Vic, or as I called him, what is it? Shadow Emporific? Welcome, Vic. And... of course, we should all thank Vic for putting this fine game together. Amazing! It's still amazing to me that this is a one-man project. You know, I think he had to outsource some of the stuff like art, but pretty impressive. This looks okay. A bit hot. Very far away from the sun, but just a bright sun. Very hot. I think this is not... I mean, this is not completely unexpected for a... Oh, wow, look at how this planet age is so young. Tilt will have some seasons. I like this. Let's do this. Welcome, Grog Nerd. So, we're going to expect a few more mountains with a younger planet, based on my very limited knowledge of geography and these things. Oh, good lord, this is a huge planet. Did I choose the right setting? This is enormous. This is... Maybe it's because I'm used to now dealing with a moon planet. This is enormous. Okay, let's go. One more though. I want to reduce the mountain slightly, or maybe just get a different mountain. This is 14%, but I kind of like it better. So the one thing I don't like from my planets is a huge web of mountains altogether. This is not bad. I mean, this is actually good. I'm trying to show what I don't like. If we had like mountains stacking in like a huge circle, if they're just a chain, I don't mind that. But when you get too thick, scrolling in is not working. There he is. So you get too thick. If this was to go like 4 or 5 layers, it's just impossible to cross this kind of mountain range. And that can be interesting. But even having like 2 high mountains thick makes it a really nice challenge, a very distinct geographical feature. You can see that the world is very, very young. We have tons of volcanoes. Fascinating. Well, what would make Dune even more exciting is a Dune planet with a ton of volcanoes. So this looks good to me. Let's go with this. Those black lines, tectonic rifts, I think that they're ravines, big ravines. But can they be interpreted as tectonic rifts? Maybe. I don't know. You probably can interpret them that way. That could be the reason why that they are big ravines. Alright, so far we have an atmosphere. No alien biology, which is not too unexpected. You have to reroll quite a lot to get some aliens. If you want to get your dune worms on here. Yeah, as Vic says, weird, deep cracks. Interpret that how you will. We'll just reroll a few times here. We're seeing some of the... it's really cool to see the terrain just change from one map to the one like iteration to the next. This one looks okay. Is there a possibility of lava fields or earthquakes generate tsunamis? Wow, I don't think so, but that's a question that I don't think so. Okay, let's continue with this one. We just don't want to spend all day. Oh, look at that. That's really nice. Now, this is what happens with this current Fog of War option. I've seen the planet, so I can kind of tell like whether I like it or not. But now I am locked out of knowing where anything is. So essentially, we don't know what other people are, where they are, and we don't even know where we are on the planet. Let's re-roll this one. 16 million. Should we go with I mean, I love ruins. I just love ruins because they're such like metal can be so difficult to come by. Maybe we should do a more difficult start. 50 million, 15 zones. This one's not bad. It received colonists for 1,000 years. Let's go with this. There are lava lakes, that's right. Waterless desert planets should have sandworms. So, I mean, I think that there are spiders. I ran into spiders on one. I think they were spiders, or maybe they were like crabs or something. That was kind of cool, because in my head, I just made them into sandworms. And my people died fighting them, so it seemed realistic. Alright, after the apocalypse, 50% of people are now scavengers. We're down to 1 million, by the way, so 2% of the population lived. You know, you thought Corona was bad. You know, this is a 98% death rate, essentially. Pretty bad. So these dissolution wars mean business, is basically what I'm trying to say. Okay. Let me see if I can get my Twitch stream up on a second monitor here. There we go. Don't you do it. Don't you broadcast me. Okay, good. I want to see those. Perfect. Okay, now I can shut this down. This will be much more elegant for playing the game. Alright, good. So let's continue and generate the world. Antonio B. We are landing on the planet of Antonio B. We don't know we know generally what the planet looks like, but we don't know where we are. We don't know what kind of other factions are there. Besides the fact that there are 3 other majors and 33 other minors. That's, yeah. Shard says this is published by Matrix. Gosh, you know, it's so crazy. I don't fully, I feel bad like as a representative. I didn't do my usual thank you, so that's my fault. First of all, thank you to Slytherin and Matrix for giving me the opportunity to present this game to you. But I can't quite fathom how the division of labor works for Slytherin and Matrix. I'll leave that to people more knowledgeable than myself. Give a new name. What do we want our name to be? Yeah. Tortugan Combine. Or Emperor. Now, we'll just go with the first one. It doesn't matter too much. And we always like democracy here. High Lord and... No. Lord and High Ruler. High Lord and Ruler. And Supreme Ruler. No! It didn't quite make it. Alright, we'll be the High Lord and Ruler. Let's do something a little bit different today for our Dune. Oh gosh, I don't remember what's the... We probably wouldn't want to do House Atreides. We'd probably want to be the I don't know the Dune colors. Well, I think Atreides is blue, so we'll just go with some kind of blue. And they might be blue and green. I don't remember. Blocked? I just love blocked. House Atreides. I don't think... Oh, we have some kind of bird here. I'm very, very fuzzy on the lore of Dune. Can't remember what exactly House Atreides looks like. Blue and gold. Oh, okay, good. So thank you, blue and gold. Now, yellow unit's probably not going to look good in the yellow world. So I'm going to reverse these. That way our unit colors are blue on the desert landscape. In the old movie, it was red. What? Red? Oh, so did they take the colors of... No, yeah, no, as soon as... Okay, no spoilers, but as soon as good stuff happened, they became House Atreides again. So we can use House Atreides. Pretty, like, representative of what Dune might look like 1,000 years after... I mean, what Arrakis might look like 1,000 years after the whole Dune books. As long as you have another dissolution war, which causes yet another collapse. Alright, today, what do we want to do? I'm going to go with enforcement. Let's just vary things a little bit. This will be hard for me. I'm not as prone to choosing these more autocratic type stuff, but we're going to do it in this one. And the funny thing is I still don't like autocracy. We're going to go with democracy because High Lord and Ruler is so, in my opinion, representative of democracy. All right, we've ascended. We are looking at a research bonus point phase. We got our starter pack, Paranoia, Propaganda Assistant, Labor Day, Traveling Teachers. I really like Traveling Teachers. We have a Spy Descend. Our Ascension speech is going to be all about... Well, let's take a look at what this means, right? What does it affect us? How does it affect us? If we want to go for more enforcement, we will get the possibility of unlocking efficiency goals, which will give us a logistical bonus. And nobody's going to complain about a logistical bonus. Recruitment bonus is not as big of a deal for me. I do also like private economy getting a bonus. I mean, hey, I also like government getting a bonus. I think what we're going to try to do is an enforcement government. We're going to leave commerce for this, the spice. We'll let the spice take care of our economy. So we'll go with government here. We will add an economic council. I just find those pretty important. And it looks like somebody's demanding relations of us. Who are you and where are you? Oh, okay. Well, look, before we know if we want to be friends with these people, we need to know a little bit more about them. And by that I mean we need to infiltrate their territory. So let's just kind of explore over here and see what... Oh man, we're next to volcanoes. Oh boy. Oh, this is going to be fun. So I'm going to take some recon down the road here. How many people do we have? Do we have somebody able to conquer that? Yes? Yes, okay. That looks like a big, big city. That is 36,000 free folk live there. Okay. Well, that's pretty much as far as we can expand in that direction. So I think we will accept peace terms with... I don't see where Burnus is. And although we've gone with a fist profile, I do like some mind. So we'll establish a border with them. I don't have any strong objections to that so far. Okay, wow. Volcanoes everywhere. And the only place left to go, I guess, is this way. Besides south, but I'm not going to send my mobile unit off-road. Okay, good. So we have a good lay of the land. We have no idea where we are, except for that we are closer to the North Pole than we are to the South Pole. Temperature's casual 50 degrees Celsius. No big deal. I've seen someone else play and they inevitably devolve into autocracy constantly. We will fight the autocratic tendencies of High Lord and Ruler Tortuga. As far as construction goes, let's take a look at our assets. Thankfully we have our power generator. As far as income for things goes, I guess we can do it this way. Alright, we're looking good. We have some food coming in. I did the tech... No, I did tech 3. Okay, good. So, what are we looking at then? We have plenty of food to start, which is nice. We have some metal and industrial points creeping up. I think what we're going to want to do is establish a... Oh, so we have a dome farm number 3 already. That's fantastic. That might even support us, considering we don't have an army. To me, the first order of business is to make sure we have an income for water. This is a desert planet, after all. To me, it just seems like it's an important thing to get water. So we won't be able to build water there this turn. I think it's also going to be important for us to set up some food production. We shouldn't just rely entirely on the private economy. So this turn, I think... We don't have any runes, do we? If I press 1, we can hide the units momentarily. We don't have any runes that we can draw metal from, not immediately. So we're going to rely on our economic council to go prospecting for us. And because eventually we're going to want people to be part of that council, I'm going to recruit a junior. Seems like a pretty standard start. Recruit a junior, get an economic council. Relying on free economy in a complete social collapse situation. That's right. See, people, the problem is that we didn't respect our social distancing, and that is what caused all this collapse. Yeah, I guess I am going to still build this first. We don't have an option to get... this will put us behind. Food is okay. Oh, we need machinery. Okay, so yeah, we're going to need to buy some machinery from the traders. We've lost the ability to produce it ourselves. I'm going to take 6, because I know that eventually we could need up to 6. Well, much more than that, but at least until we get ourselves set up, having 6 would be a good start. Maybe a random decision event that increases danger level in the zone that can occur only if volcanoes are near the town. Yeah, that's an interesting thing. I mean, how do we feel danger? We do. But that's due to enemy assets near, which may mean that there's enemies off to the south that I didn't encounter. Yeah, nobody with movement points. So we'll hope our our town just holds up on its own. It might have been a little bit stupid of me to just launch out into the blue, into the unknown, without leaving anybody back to defend. What could possibly go wrong? Okay, I am going to go ahead and construct a agricultural dome, and we'll end the turn. USS Defiant asks, how cheap are the bureaucratic offices? That's, they're pretty cheap, I think, in the beginning. It might only be one or two turns, I can't remember. But they're relatively cheap, about the same cost as a lot of the other things. Okay, there's one enemy. This is not an enemy, this is another miner. We found a whole host of them. And they look like they're ready to do business, so we're just going to have a nice standoff over the border over here. Maybe, just maybe, the Republique Pax is willing to entertain peace notions. Let's find out. Not yet. Okay, so we need a leader. Alright, we have better suitability from this guy, and he likes us more. So, to me... Well, let's actually take a look and see. You're not going to be very capable. My economic leader ends up being in place for a long time, so let's choose, yeah, the higher capacity guy as well.
Aye, aye, sir.
Almost everything seemed to be pointing towards him. But, you know, the interesting dynamic at work is if this guy didn't like me, even if he was the better candidate, I might not choose him. Even though I claim to be somewhat meritocratic. No, the reality is you have to like me. Mostly because how much they like you dictates their work productivity. So prospecting is going to be pretty important right now. I don't really care about economic policies to begin, typically. We want good prospecting, and We're going to want discovery and a bit of research as well. So this, maybe 25, 25. There. Let's confirm this.
Aye, aye, sir.
We will spend some money on the parade, assuming that we have the money to do so. Okay, great. So somebody is offering military services. They just want us to liberate 23-8. Well, kind of the interesting thing with this decision with Complete Fog of War is we have no idea what's up there. They're called packs. If they don't want peace, what are they doing with that name? Vic says, by the way, I'll just quote this because this is pretty cool. A hex is 200 kilometers and a turn is 2 Earth months. So there you go. For all of you who possibly wondered about that. Gonna retreat this unit here, and I want to move this way just to make sure, and it looks like we are safe for the moment, that we're not being invaded. Gonna move north. Looks like they're over here too. Okay, let's go back to here, just to hold our border. And let's probe what are they really asking me to do. When they ask me to go up to 23-8, I think we can do that. Oh god, the logistics won't support it though. We'd have to go through low mountains. I'm pretty sure it's impossible for us to, well, not impossible. We'd have to run some, okay. Let's go to a 60-40, 55-45 split. Isaac is not too impressed with us for having cut his budget by, half. Yeah, so this military parade, we have the 200 to do it. It also is kind of nice to have enough money to buy things if you need it. So now with the money, with our food decreasing, I'm pretty happy about our decision to build the food, and we'll get the water next if we can. Mind and commerce goes up, and you know what? I think we're gonna have to. This is like the direction I want to take our government. So I'm gonna say yes, and then we'll just try our darndest to get there. 23-8. It seems like pretty close, but the problem is these low mountains are not going to allow logistics. Yeah, organic supply of 20. So basically it's 2 hexes. We can probably go 2 hexes without being cut off. We're probably already cut off. So this turn he probably won't get full supply. That's unfortunate. I think we'll let this Marauder come to us, try to entrench a little bit. No, actually we can... 30, 25. Same difference. Let's just go here. And we might as well try to do a ranged attack on them. Huh. Maybe we don't have enough recon to do an attack? Maybe you need recon on them to attack them. Yeah, that's right. I can just hit 6 to do supply ranges. Yeah, that's true. So I think this is supply. Does this include their personal amount? It must. Their personal reach. So yeah, he is cut off, and he wouldn't have been cut off here. That makes sense to me. Oh boy. Sorry about that. Had to sneeze. Okay. So that's it for this turn. I think we're good. Just do this militia parade. I think we'll do it.
Yes, sir.
Keep the people happy. Militia's gonna be all we have for a while, so. You'd have to take the road north, says Veldar. Yeah, that's true. We could go west, north, and then back east, cut back east. Kind of, isn't that cool though? Okay, killed 200 infantry. What is going on? We discovered barracks. Oh my good lord! What do you mean packs? What are you talking about packs? These are probably a raider people with the big skull on it. A raider regime. Look. Your guys are putting me in a kind of a pickle of a situation here. I did not expect that. I didn't even know they would have the movement points to do that. Interesting. Wasn't my unit here last turn? Am I going crazy? I thought I took the road down. Oh, I know what happened. He retreated. So let's go to history. Okay, so this is a very aggressive move. Okay. So they went through the low mountains into my territory. I'd expect that to be pretty difficult for a mechanized unit. Okay, some infantry started out. That's 25. Okay, what is this? Okay, I don't know what this is. Did they start this turn? So we started, that hex is mine. So it should be 10 extra. So this should be, like, what? 30 to enter? And then I think it's just 20. So 50. Yep. A little surprising me that I have to check the mechanized if they can go through low mountains easily. This makes sense. That one I don't know about. Let's find out. Okay, so yeah, and as I guessed, finally in the end, we were attacked by the raiders, and although we inflicted casualties, our forces pulled out, probably to prevent them from taking any casualties. So it was a good system to get out there. We can go back in and try to bombard again. So you claim to be, yeah, irregular trucks. Irregular trucks. I also have irregular trucks. Low mountains. Okay, so this is what it would cost. Only 50. It's only 50 to move into the low mountains. So it only would have been 60 for them. And then they had the 30 points left to move on around me. Boy. Well, look I mean, our hands are kind of tied. We're going to have to free our troops. So I really did want to. I was really strongly considering trying to go liberate that hex. At this point, it seems a lot less likely. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to camp we have a machine gun militia here. We're just going to camp them there. And the klaxons are sounding. All able-bodied men are needed. That was not good. I should have moved him. He might be out of supply. So I can't even attack. I mean, I guess I can attack. This is nuts. I'm not going to move. I'm going to sit here and entrench. And, you know, they just have to know that their friends, their comrades are on the way. We don't have enough industrial points or metal to recruit an army. Although at this point, it seems like that would be a great thing to do. Okay, beleaguered trader column at the border. They are offering me 100 credits. They are fleeing from the raiders. Well, hey, you could join the crowd, buddy. Rex of Republic Pox has radioed us to make clear that we should not allow them in. I am going to let them in. Because I will take 100 credits. Yeah, that's pretty important for us at this point. Now, how are you doing on supplies? Oh, you have no food left. I'm speculating that that's going to be a problem. You probably should have carried more than just one turn's food supplies with you, buddy. Well, this is gonna be rough. This is gonna be nuts. So we'll shift east. This is pretty aggressive, obviously. We'll have to react to this. I might even have to see what kind of stratagems do we have. No, nothing that's going to be useful yet. Okay. We have enough political points. Let's start seeing what we're up against here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we put at least one spy into the Republic. We'll end the turn. Yep, that's right. Artiburius says, I think I begin to see what Tortuga meant, that this game doesn't pull any punches and is serious on the regular difficulty. It is no joke. Oh, okay. Well, just in case things weren't clear, the Republic Pox, what a great name for a raider. It's so great. Has made things extra clear. They want nothing to do with us. Oh my gosh. Okay. It's a slow journey home. Our supplies are dwindling. Rocky Plains. Look, I want to relink, but I don't want to lose my entrenchment bonus. I'm going to do it though. We're going to move here and we're going to bombard if we can. So, oh, no wonder. I'm such a ding-dong. I wasn't clicking on this. Well, 0 hits. We are not going to get any more ammunition, so that was like extremely stupid. Okay, we have enough ammunition to survive an attack. Yeah. Well, this is going to be rough. I think I will hold the mountains here. And in fact, I know that the Marauders are coming from the west. Alright, well, this is going to be tough. We did get a hit.
Yes, sir.
It went to negative 3 AP for a second there. I think that just means that that's the turn it ran out. Okay, well, no, I'm not going to... So don't trust the odds unless you have recon. Yeah, this is a good, very, very good point for people interested in playing this game themselves. When you're looking at a place, the odds are not really trustworthy unless you have enough recon, which 52 out of 400 is not. 400, I guess, is perfect. I found that you need about 150 to have a pretty good idea. Yeah, you know what? I think I really need these forces. Like, is this... What are they doing? Are they coming at me? 75. 45. We should have enough to pull back. I'm going to do that just to push the borders back. I need another militia troop. Or we need to buy troops. But, oh, we actually do. Did we complete our asset? We did. Alright, so we're starting to get some troops. Let's start looking at raising a formation. What would we need to do that? We'll take a brigade. We need 5,500 troops. We're almost there. 165. Let's make it 175. We're almost there. And 120 metal. Alright, well, we know our plan. Our plan is to get all these things. We need to wait one more turn, and then we're going to have enough to raise an army. And we're coming for you. The 4th Torona Mobile Regiment is cut off, and we're coming as fast as we can. But it doesn't look good. We'll see if we can get there. Trade-wise, do we want to sell anything? I think with the food production, like, currently looking good, I'm going to try to sell some food if they want to buy it for a reasonable price. It's not like the best price, but we are so desperate for credits right now. I'll take 400.
Yes, sir.
Ben Bishop says he's played a lot of the DC Barbarossa stuff. Yeah, the Decisive Campaigns Barbarossa, which is I think the most recent game from VR Designs before this one, had a pretty intricate RPG system where you were playing as a field commander, and you had to. It was in the I mean, this is if you're playing on the Germany side. You actually had to interact with all the various elements of the high command staff from the Nazi regime, which meant that you had to basically make decisions between giving oil to like the Luftwaffe or giving them to your transport people, and you'd piss somebody off and somebody wouldn't do their job right because you didn't give them what they wanted. So it's pretty interesting to have to play with those dynamics. think we're okay with this turn. We need desperately to raise that formation. I was even considering we could raise it this turn. 75%. We only need 50% to raise it. And we also need to then raise a new person, probably. We don't have any military style, military commander. But we can get just a junior and hope that he's fairly competent militarily, tactically, whatever. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to raise this form because we're going to need time. We're going to need time for it to, basically. Am I doing it? Yeah, I'm doing it here. We're going to need time for it to train, and one extra turn of training seems like a good thing to me. So good. We're deciding not to invest in water quite yet. That'll probably be a problem next turn, but that's a problem we can defer to the future. Forget about it this turn. Okay. USS Defiant says that he sees little reason not to raise it now and get replacements later. As I have done. Yeah, Barbarossa was a work of art. Bombardi won't probably save the surrounded militia. I don't know. The surrounded militia are really... Oh my god. Well, I would guess that losing 900 infantry, 20 guns, 90 motorized means that we lost our fourth mobile that was cut off. We did kill 100 infantry and 30 tanks. I don't think that that's a very good exchange. But so the first of our militia groups has fallen. Boy, these raiders really mean business. We gained engaged politicians. Let's take a look at what that is before we look at the depressing news. Engaged politicians. So 40% political bonus. Not really important to me. I think the next one, quality of life bonus, might be better. I probably should have gone with meritocracy diplomacy roles. Boy, I wonder if that would have helped. Anyway, so we're a little bit short on, and we're going to have to start getting our Supreme headquarters to replenish some troops. So what are we missing? 1,500 riflemen. We can get 11 more. Let's produce those. So it's nice. It tells you how many we need versus how many we're capable of making. Wisely, I don't know how the game decides this, but wisely they decide to fill out all my machine gun groups first. So let's start getting people into position here. New militia, I think this is... Move these guys forward. They did retreat back. Well, at this point, blood has been spilled. We're not backing down until this is over. 2, 5, 4, 3. Support. I'll have them support over here. And one militia, just one to hold the southwest. And at this point, well, I guess we do still need to replenish troops. What am I missing from building more? Men. I don't have men. Okay, that's fine. We'll wait on the... I could increase the recruitment, but I think we're doing okay. I'm not going to buy water. What we're going to do is we're just going to eat the food loss. And I'll probably start constructing ice mining. 2 rounds. It's going to be tight. It's going to take us like what? 40. It takes 40 for this. That would be the limiting factor. 7 turns. Oh, yikes. Well, we might as well get started on it. Although Das Tactic did warn me that you start paying... Is it true that you start paying for the maintenance of it even while it's under construction? Let's see. So what would the maintenance of this thing be? 20 engineers, or 20 energy and 100 workers. That's not actually too bad. So if it's requiring 1,000 workers... Wait, it only requires 1,000 workers to build. So that's not bad. If it takes 1,000 workers extra, that's 2,000. I think we even have that. I think we have the capacity to deal with that many workers. What is the time per turn? what Vic just said is that it's 2 Earth months per turn. Alright, militia learns from experience. We could pay more to make them more experienced. Boy, yeah, well, your experience... Okay, let's go look at the history. I'm avoiding it, but at this point, a barracks does seem like a better choice. Could use those training points. I'm going to make him a commando. I would like the enforcement.
Yes, sir.
And we need a new leader. Okay, Acadia, Carbon Day has great war. Oh, okay, she's in. You're a shoo-in. You like me better than the other guy anyway. I could have actually recruited another person, but wow. Very nice. And actually, her relation didn't go up that high with me, but... So we're given our troops are still pretty green. You can see their experience is 4. Look at my militia, experience at 36. Militia, experience at 30. Troops, extremely green. But there's going to be a small element of learning on the job when you are thrust into this kind of situation, so... Desert ice mines when it's 61 degrees Celsius. So what I don't know how it works exactly, but I think this is water buried far below the surface. It might not. Yeah, it might be better not to call it ice mine, but water located far below the surface. I'm not sure how that would work. I'm going to wave my hands at this because I don't know a situation that can make this. So like it's a well. It's a very deep well. What's the stat comparison from riflemen and machine guns? Well, we can actually look at that exact thing going to models overview. If we go to, is it details or more info? I think it's details. Yeah. So here are the stats for our machine guns. They have soft attack of 20, soft defense of 81, HP of 75 instead of 91. They use 6 ammo in the attack, and there's their construction properties, 3 and 4. Actually, frankly, these machine guns are not as good as I would like them to be. So they're pretty poor. I would expect a machine gun to have better soft attack and much better soft defense. The HP being lower is also a problem. Okay, so yeah. If we make another group, we might make them all just light infantry. Or we can eventually upgrade these, but that's going to be a ways in coming. We'll need to get a model designer and invest points, and we don't have the bureaucratic points right now. If we go to our reports, our bureaucratic points at only 56 are stretched pretty thin already between Economic Council and the Supreme Council. So, well, let's start doing some bombardment. Maybe we'll get lucky. I still haven't shown the history.
Yes, sir.
Alright, let's do it. Let's look at the history. How did it all go down? We already know, but we're being closed in on from the north now. Things have gone from bad to worse. Oh, wow. So they actually attacked and didn't lose like anything. They lost only 1 militia buggy unit. So this was the big expensive attack. They attacked this and they lost 100 bikers and 20 buggies, which they're counting as tanks in the end of turn report. So we did retreat from that as well, but we didn't lose any troops at least. Well, you know, they've drawn first blood. Was it the old Rambo line? First blood, right? Are those reliable units on numbers on how many they have? If you're referring to the history, I find that the battle there is pretty accurate. I think there is still some fog of war. Okay, so let's progress. Or maybe regress, depending on how things go, but hopefully we're making progress. Battle Mode 4X says MGs get an extra minus 50% attack penalty to normal infantry. Okay, so we killed 400 infantry, we lost 100. It's good odds, but it's not as good as I was hoping for a defensive stand in the mountains. Gain volunteerism. So let's take a look at what happened here straight away. Well, they pooled all their forces into a single hex. I can tell you right now that's not ideal. Wow. Okay, then I guess they just went. Good lord. 6,200 militia. I don't know, there might even need to be a scroll window in this because it looks like this is off the charts. Yeah. So we only lost 100. We lost militia, by the way. We didn't lose our main folks, which are the rifle and twin barrel machine guns. Okay, 400 militia. Yeah, they could have gone better for us. I feel like they could have gone better, especially guys. This is a mountain hex, is it? No, this is just plains. So this is only plains anyway. Yeah, give me 1 second. I think I have an option to help out with the stream. Half a moment. I can probably do something to speed it up. Oh, what did that do? 1 second. Alright, we'll see if that worked. Maybe, maybe not. 26? Yeah, I don't understand this. It's troubled times, obviously. Troubled times. So... Okay, back again. So, I mean, I'd love to bombard this group because I feel like you can't help but hit somebody when you're firing at, you know, a jillion troops. We'll zoom out here, see if we get any hits. So far, no. Did not actually land a hit there, but that might have been because they had less action points available since the hex was just attacked. They're recovering, basically. Yeah, so their readiness was 89. They probably had most of their action points. I think it's going to be worthwhile. Oh, do we want to move out of the mountains, or do we want to move into the mountains? We could retreat, although, I mean, honestly, our population is not going to be very happy. They already are decreasing due to short-term high war casualties. They're also diminished 3 points due to high danger. So they're not happy that we lost all those people. And, you know, I don't blame them. I think we're going to stick it out for a little bit. Just waiting for our experience to get up. So it went from 4 to 9. I mean, this is increasing effectiveness of the troops. We can also keep replenishing them. So what do we have? Nope, no ability to do it. That's because, yeah, we won't be able to replenish them until the ice mine. We basically dedicated all our resources to replenish troops to the ice mine. But that's okay. We were able to get out a lot more units. So you can see most of them are at the 700. So this one's actually a bit low. It should be... Oh, this is militia. Never mind. It should be... I think the final amount should be 800, 200. So we're just a bit shy on that mark. It looks like all of our units are 700, 200. So we should be... Oh, except for one. So we're 400 short. Is that the... Yeah, we're 400 short. So we'll be able to replenish the last 4 battalions soon enough. What shows up when you click on that fist icon and all the stats? Fist icon and all the stats. What? Fist icon. This fist icon? Fist. I don't know which one you're referring to, sorry. Oh, fist here. Maybe. Yeah, militancy. This just shows our kind of like our relations with the militia. We're doing okay. Increased by 4 due to high loyalty. And this will now unfortunately drop because if you have a militia and then you start making a real army, you don't really need a militia. So the militia is less empowered. Go ahead and end the turn. I think the MGs you have are enough to stop those raiders. I was actually a little surprised though. I would have expected the machine guns to do better. It might be experience that is causing them not to be quite as good yet. Okay, new stratagems. No decisions. Probably going to be a pretty quick turn. We're just slowly waiting for this to finish. Yeah, it looks like we're getting 0.4 per turn, which is actually still good. I think that's still good. What is it drawing?